Jennifer and welcome back to my channel. So a few weeks ago, it's probably been a month or two now, I posted on my communities tab asking if there were any videos that you guys wanted to see, and one of the requests was for beach makeup, and I had to get some clarity on whether that meant she wanted me to do makeup that I would wear to the beach or makeup that was like a beach on my face, and she wanted the beach on my face. So that's what we're gonna do today. This one I think is going to take me a while, so let's just jump right into it. So real quick, I am going to just cover my eyebrows quick. I'm not going to do a tutorial on this here because it's going to waste a lot of time. Anyway, I'm going to go in with this I Am Magic concealer from Juvia's, and this is in the shade 23. I'm slapping this all over my face. I know it is very pale. It is not my skin color, but I'm using this as a base, basically so that like all of the eyeshadows on top would pop a little bit more. And then I'm going to take a white eyeliner pencil and start tracing out like my design. I try to do this for all of my like more creative looks just because I'm really bad at freehanding, and if I just go in right away with paint or bold eyeshadow, things will not be where I want them to be. So here I am drawing like a beach. I'm planning on doing like a horizon with some mountains and two little palm trees was, I guess, my idea, and I just kind of roughly drew them on my face, and this is all gonna get covered here with eyeshadow and face paint and stuff later. So I'm taking a foundation. This is like a darker foundation, and I'm using this to depict like wet sand, which is a little bit more of a darker brown than the light sand here that I'm just shading in now. So I'm taking like light and dark brown eyeshadows and just going over the two different, the wet and dry sands to like make them more dimensional. And then I'm going to go in with all the blues. So this is the Colored Raine Vivid Pigments palette and the Anastasia Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 2. Basically picking all the blues in here, and I'm just slapping them randomly on my face like where the water is. And closer to the horizon, I'm going to use a darker blue because like the depth of field is supposed to be farther away. And then I'm going to go in with the mountains and go in with a couple different shades of green to sort of outline them out and fill them in. When I was doing the video, I did like a dark green on the top and a lighter green on the bottom, although now that I'm editing it, I feel like I should have swapped it and did a lighter green on the top and a darker green on the bottom, but it is what it is. I think it still turned out okay, and you can still see like the two different mountains, but I took some of that green and actually rubbed it all over the water as well, just to turn that more of a teal color instead of a pure blue, because I feel like that would clash with the sky, which is what I'm working on now with a big fluffy brush, keeping this like very, very blue, very light blue, like true sky blue here, and just slapping this all over my face with a bigger fluffy brush. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller eyeshadow brush just to get the spots that are like closer to the mountain and cover my eyebrows a little bit more. Next, I'm going to go and work on the palm trees with this Mehron face paint. This is my absolute favorite face paint. It is a water-activated face paint. I'm going to start by just painting like two parallel lines basically for the trunks. I'm going to do two palm trees, and this is just like a very light tan color to start the trunks. But then I'm going to take a very thin paintbrush and take a dark brown and a white and start doing like horizontal stripes. This just gives the tree trunks a little bit of texture, and you know how like actual palm trees have like those striations? Anyway, I'm going to now go in and do the leaves. This is where I start panicking because I feel like the trees are like running into each other and I don't know how to make it look like they're separate trees, but just using very short paint strokes and like three different shades of green, I guess, I'm just going in and adding like darker greens to the leaves and stuff to try to separate them and to give them a little more dimension, and then highlighting it with a lighter green. I basically was just like trying to do whatever I can to try to salvage this and like make the palm trees look okay, I guess. And then I went in with a darker green and started drawing some grass at the base of the palm trees and blended that out with the foundation and eyeshadow brush I was using earlier on the wet sand. And then I took white face paint and I'm going into the ocean or the water, and I am outlining it and then coloring it in a little bit. This is where like in real life, this is where like the sea foam would be and the bubbles would be as like the waves come across the shore. And so I'm not taking a ton of paint. I'm trying to use like every last bit of paint on the paintbrush here just so it's more see-through and more blended, and there's like kind of different opacities of white in here. And I'm dragging this into the water a little bit and also just randomly placing this all over the water to make it look like there's waves and the water is like moving. And then I'm taking the same white, just using a different brush. This is like a fluffy stippling slash eyeshadow brush. And I'm just like dabbing it up and down like the different parts of my face to make the clouds. This is where I'm regretting that I didn't do the clouds first before the palm trees, because it was hard to get it like all in there. But then I'm also taking the blue sky color again, just blending out the bottoms of those clouds. And then going in with some dark brown again and just emphasizing this wet sand part. Okay, so that is it for my little beach makeup tutorial. I honestly have mild regrets about doing the mountains because I felt like the palm trees aren't as defined because they're like right over the mountains. But I didn't want it to be like super boring, like, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I really like how this like little bubbly water part turned out, and the clouds are actually a little bit easier than I thought. I thought I was going to struggle pretty hard with them. I really like how this look turned out, and this was kind of fun, like playing with different shades of blue. So anyway, let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see from me. Otherwise, I love doing these little full face looks, and I might have to do them more in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!